Resources, inspiring interviews, business practices, and practical advice to take your art career to the next level. Join Sergio Gomez in today's Artist Next Level and get ready to take control of your career.
Well, hello, my next level friend. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Artist Next Level podcast. This is a special edition episode in which I am interviewing artists from around the world as they are stuck at home during the coronavirus lockdown. Today, I am super excited because I have here with me Greta Olivas, who is joining us from Austin, Texas. Greta, great to have you here with us.
I am doing good. It's being stuck at home is normal for me, so it's been not much different. I think with everyone else being stuck home, I talk to more people than I usually do. There's a lot of Zoom calls, a lot of people reaching out, so having a lot of conversations. People are needing connection. They are cut off from connection right now, so I've been doing, I think, more connecting than I normally do, which is interesting.
That is very interesting. And it seems like as I talk to more and more artists, we're kind of artists, we are used to working alone. So like that's not the biggest part for us. But like you said, the realization that first of all, we cannot go anywhere, right? And then the third is that everybody's in the same boat. So that kind of creates a whole different dynamic. But before we talk a little bit more about that, tell me a little bit what's the situation there in Austin, Texas. Are you guys in full lockdown? Are businesses closed? You know, what's happening there?
Supposedly, there's been we've been in quarantine sort of for about 2 weeks, I believe.
Okay.
I think it was maybe Tuesday, they did the shelter in place thing.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because a lot of businesses that really I would think are not essential seem to be essential, and because everybody doesn't want to shut down. So it's a little bit frustrating because there's still a lot of people out there. We do have quite a few numbers of, I think it's 100 and something people that confirmed with the virus. No deaths in this town as of now, I believe. But in Texas, I think it's all of a sudden going up like really fast because I don't know that people are taking it as seriously as they should.
Right.
So it's a little bit frustrating, but I've had mostly good days as far as I know everything will be okay, but I had 2 days that were not so good. I had to listen to some like-minded people, do a lot of meditation to kind of center myself again. But I think we're good. We're good.
And I think that's normal. I mean, for all of us, we cannot be all up to our max capacity every single day as we're going through a crisis, right? And I think we all have good days and bad days. With some days I wake up like, yeah, you know, we're good. You know, we can keep working, moving forward. You know, gotta do my interviews, gotta do my shows, and get in the studio and other days like, man, you know, this is much longer than what you have in mind, you know, and it's more harder than what it sounds like. Especially like for us here in the northern part of the United States, we are coming out of winter, so winter here is so cold and you know. Dark for the most part the last 6 months, so you're like really waiting for spring to come out, to get out and jump out of the house, and that is not happening because we're all stuck here. So it does play with your mind, as you said. And I think I love what you said, you know, finding in those days things that can rejuvenate our spirit and you know, kind of take us through those days so that we can get back on track. I think that's a great advice.
Yeah And I've done a lot of conversations with some friends about my deep thoughts of the world. And they talked me into sharing it with everyone. So I ended up doing a video about my thoughts on the world.
Is that the one where you were walking?
Yes, yes. I do think we'll be okay. Yesterday I was doing a video. I'm teaching myself video thanks to all your help with the Art Next Level Academy. I'm perfecting my video editing skills. And I was describing my painting process because it's very liquid. And I was like, it's all about giving up the control, because knowing something else is in control. And I think just even with my art, it's helped me learn that. So I think as long as we don't try to control everything and make it be the way it was, I think it'll be okay.
Right.
So it's just a lot of lessons for a lot of people right now. So
Absolutely. And I love that video. I watched that video as well. And you are pretty much walking and you have your phone in front of you. And so it's raw, but it's natural and it's not rehearsed. And I think that's what connected to people. So let's talk a little bit about, we were talking about this actually before we hit the record button, how, this time a lot of people are actually gravitating towards creatives, musicians, artists, poets, because we have something that they might be looking for that sparks interest, where other times they might be so busy, all of a sudden, all creatives around the world are kind of standing up to the challenge. So tell me a little bit in your experience, how people have reached out to you.
I think some people that are not artists have wanted what my thoughts were. They know I've gone through rough times and come out of it. So it's like, how did you do it? Others are wanting to know, well, how do you create art? I've had some people say, I think I want to take up painting. Maybe you should do something online. So I'm doing that. I have a little group of friends that I might use as guinea pigs, see how it works. It's things. I'm finding myself being braver, trying out things that I thought I'd be afraid to do. But I think that people are stuck at home, boredom's setting in, and I think that's a window for creativity to pop out. Right. And I think once they get a touch of that, I think it's going to spark the creativity in everyone that I think really it's kind of been dormant for a long time. Right. And so I think after all this is over, a lot of us creatives, artists, musicians, dancers, I think there's going to be a whole different appreciation for what we have done. Because we've been the brave ones to do it first. And people are going to want to know how. So I think it's going to be important. And then also I think in us sharing our experience and our thoughts, when we were having our online group conversation, your wife, Ina, said, I think people will remember after this is over how we made them feel and how we helped them through it. And so they will reach out. At the moment, I'm not pushing my art. I sent out maybe a newsletter newsletter letting them know things were canceled. I had 2 that were going to be in May that were canceled. So right now I'm just trying to help people feel okay. And I feel like that's all I can do right now. And if people reach out and want to buy art, that's awesome. But I know people are scared now, and it's a matter of realizing that we'll be okay. So.
Right. What you are doing, and many other artists as well, is going to be a positive agent of change in the world. So that is fabulous. So tell our friends also a little bit, what kind of art do you make? Because we see that a little bit right behind you. You're in your home studio, right?
Yes.
So what are you working on right now? What do you have there?
I have a few different little things. I'm playing around with colors that I normally don't.
Okay.
I like trying things that I don't know if they will work. I found that that's where the magic is. Being brave, and even if it gets messed up, sometimes that is really how I find some of the coolest stuff that I would have never tried otherwise. My work, this is one that I was doing a little video demo on, still needs many more layers. But it's my work is pretty abstract. I have some that are a little bit more controlled. I put collage on them.
Okay.
But I work very watered down acrylics, which is about giving up control to whatever's going to happen on the canvas. And it's been an interesting lesson in life. It's taught me a lot about life, actually. I hope that my art triggers an emotion or a thought process, so that there's a connection, either for growth or for comfort or something. And usually most of the people that are drawn to my work or about my work, it's usually there's a deeper reason why they buy it, which I love. I love that it connects with people like that.
Well, that is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, Greta. I really appreciate it. Where can our friends find you, both on social media, on Instagram particularly, and what's your website?
Pretty much Greta Olivas. GretaOlivas.com is my website. I'm Greta Olivas on Instagram, and on Facebook, it's Greta Olivas Fine Art for my page. So
thank you, Greta. And I want to say thank you to all our friends who watched this video. Please share it with your friends. Just click share. If you're on Instagram, share it on your stories. If you're on Facebook, just click share so that others can also learn more about Greta and the awesome things that she shared with us today. Have a great and awesome day. Please be safe, stay home, and I will see you in the next episode of this special edition of Breakfast with Sergio. Goodbye. Bye, Greta.
Bye. Thank you.
Check out our website at www.theartistnextlevel.com, where you will find our podcast library, learn about our upcoming webinars, find resources relevant to your career, and much more. Thanks for listening to today's podcast, and we'll see you at the next level.